Welcome to Unsupervised Goobers, everybody. I'm Dipper.
What's up?
I'm
Nick.
That's Nick. That's the famous Nick, and we're gonna talk about the backrooms. Woo! I have a baguette.
Woo! He's got a baguette. I got a. This is a Tomy Zoid Safubi Gajulis with the tag. It's not a model kit. It's a Safubi vinyl figure, but it's Gajulis. Anyway, yeah, we're talking about the backrooms today because we both saw the backrooms. Now, Dipper, my history with the backrooms is this. First of all, the only thing I've seen, we talked about this a couple episodes back. The only stuff I have seen was I saw a few of the Kane Pixels. I of course saw the original found footage video with the Wario 1996, scary monster at the end, which is great, like the fucking Bionicle monster, and the dude falls down, the camera falls into through a fucking sky fortress. I don't know. That was his first. That was he calls that his Kane. What's his actual last name? Because I always know him as Kane Pixels.
I don't. Kane Parsons. I think it's.
I want to say it still starts with a P.
Yeah.
But he says that the pilot episode, the pilot basically of the Backrooms is that first found footage film, and I absolutely I love that found footage stuff, and because of my good friend Dipper here, who recommended me the Backrooms, and then I ended up going down the rabbit hole with Wendigoon and watching all the lore videos and everything, and now I am absolutely hooked. And I have to say, a big part of that is this movie, 100%. Now, as someone who I really only saw the first found footage film, or the first found footage video from 2022, and then maybe one of the ones with a couple the gas mask, the hazmat guys, and that was it. I was going in very, very, and then I watched the first 15 minutes of the 3-hour-long Wendigoon video that you sent me. So I had very, very little knowledge of it, but I knew I was interested in it. Now, as someone with a fleeting interest of the movie, or any sort of just knowledge, I have to say, this movie does such a good job in pulling you in and making you. I was surprised at how much I actually loved this movie. This movie was so shocking in the way of how much I actually enjoyed it. I normally don't like horror films. I find horror movies to be boring typically. I'm pretty desensitized to horror myself. I'm the weirdo that everyone in the movie theater, and let me just say this too, if you haven't seen the movie, this whole podcast is pretty much going to be spoilerific, yeah. So I'm just going to get that right out of the way. If you plan on going to see the Backrooms, don't watch this. Go watch the Backrooms and then come back to this. So, everyone in the movie theater, and my movie theater was packed whenever I saw it, everyone was all tensed up when it came to a certain Christmas scene. And then I'm the guy who was on the edge of his seat smiling and giggling. And that's how I am with horror. I find it hilarious, and I love laughing at it. And my goodness, this movie had so many good elements to it that just worked so well. And, well, I'm about to let you say everything you want to say about this movie, because let me tell you something. I just have to say one thing. I saw this with my lovely girlfriend, and about the second time you see a Captain's Clark Ottoman Empire commercial in the movie, which by the way is some of the best fucking acting in those commercials, are so hilarious. And by the time you see the second advertisement for that in the movie, I turned over to Riley, my amazing girlfriend. I go, God, wouldn't it be just so fucking awesome if the end of this movie was just a fucking pirate monster? and then when good old Clark goes into the back rooms and wants to stay there for a while, and Mary walks in, she turns the corner, and she sees the painting of the being that's in the complex. Me and Riley both looked at each other, and she goes, is there really actually going to be a pirate monster in this movie? Because it kind of sort of, it vaguely looks like a weird pirate character. And then, sure enough, in the wonderful dinner scene, sure enough, good old Captain Clark, the 8 foot tall pirate monster, shows up. And me and Riley just fucking looked at each other. We're just like, what? There is a pirate monster. I was so happy. I'm terrible at calling stuff. I'm terrible at like that. I can't guess a funny twist to save my life. But the fact that Clark becomes the exact thing that he hates most about himself, besides the alcoholism and the spousal abuse, the fact that he has to work at a stupid furniture store, and that just becomes him, and he turns into an evil, crazy pirate monster, was the fucking most ridiculous, best ending I could ever ask for in a movie like this.
Well,
so thank you, Backrooms. So now what do you think of the movie?
well, we already know it's probably my favorite movie of the year. Like, I absolutely love this movie. I love weird, abstract shit like this. And
Hell yeah.
And like, as you were saying, the pirate monster, it makes sense in the context of the movie. It's not like they just made a pirate monster and like, here you go, there's no explanation. It's just like...
Yeah, it's explained like, perfectly. It doesn't make any... When people hear the out of context of there's a pirate monster movie, it's like you have to like back it up with, no, yes, there is a pirate monster in the movie for sure, and that is weird, but it 150% makes sense in the context of the film.
I mean, he fucking hated wearing that costume, and I think like the Backrooms pulls like, you know, the worst part of a person out of them, and like that's what's on display, or what that person views that other person as. Like his wife, for example, like a bunch of faces and shit, and like as soon as the pirate monster walks in, like the wife's still life like starts freaking the fuck out.
Yeah, she starts freaking out because she knows that more beatings are coming because he's crazy. It's
but
scary.
Before then, she didn't move. She just stood there.
Yep.
Just stood there quietly and did nothing. And then, like, speaking of the dinner scene, is like, so the Christmas scene is one of my favorite scenes in any horror movie. My
favorite scene in the film is the Christmas scene.
It's so fucking good. Plus, if I walked into that room as me, I'd be like, this is fucking cool. I'm gonna hang out here for a minute.
I was smiling, brother. I was smiling through this scene. I'm like, this scene is awesome.
And then you go to the dinner scene, and so in the movie, you know, Clark has an employee, and then he brings his employee and his girlfriend in there, and ultimately the boyfriend dies from the pirate monster, which you don't see at that part. And then the girlfriend,
he gets pulled in because Clark wraps him up in like a safety rope, so because he has to go down and descend, so they put like a safety rope behind him, and of course the second they tied him up, and he says like, "What type of weird knot is this?" I'm like, "Oh, you're dead." No, but it was great. It was, and again, because that part of the movie is actually when I thought the movie was going to sort of go in a different direction, to where that part is, there's a little bit of found footage, of course, interspliced before then, but then that part is like when there's a long stretch of found footage stuff, and it is done so well. And I actually thought that was going to be the rest of the movie, because it's right about halfway point when they all go down in there. He gets tied up, and then he ends up getting he gets dragged into a wall, like a panel of a wall opens. You see his body get like fucking dragged in there by the pirate monster. Oh, so creepy. But you don't see it yet.
No, I want to get back to that scene real quick, but I'm going to finish this one real quick because before I lose my train of thought. So his girlfriend, Clark, I guess from what I've implied in that table scene, when he opens the refrigerator, you see the employee, her head's in the refrigerator, and I'm guessing he ate her because he was stuck in the back rooms for so long, and I guess he just got desperate, and he's like, did you know you can eat them too? They can't feel pain, because I guess he just got desperate and found one of them, which was like, I wonder what it tastes like. What do you think it tastes like, Nick?
I mean, it looks just like cotton, or like foam or something. I thought it would, and then of course the ADR made it.
Yeah.
It makes like a weird sploshy sound, but I had no desire to taste that stuff. But it probably tastes like nothing. But it is weird that he goes, and the best part is, you can eat them. It's like,
yum yum, yum yum good.
Yum yum, yum yum yum.
Yum yum good. That's good. That's good eating, Nick. That's good eating. When they all get pulled down into that one part though, when Clark crawls inside the wall panel and starts going through like the inside of like the back rooms, I guess the wall and behind the walls and panels and stuff, and then he comes out into another area. It was really cool. It was really interesting to see like, oh, what's actually in here, and it just looks like a fucking top of it. What you would see under these panels is just like,
yeah, no, I love that too. It was like, oh, that actually is really cool. It's like, oh, it is just like a real place almost.
I love this movie. Is so fucking good, and like just
it's super cool.
And me, unfortunately, I've been arguing with a lot of people on it because I don't mind if you don't like the movie, but if you're like, it was just bad and you can't give me a reason that's bad, I get mad. I don't know why. I'm just like, them's fighting words, dude. Them's fighting words. If somebody's like,
I saw something about like apparently there was controversy with the film, but I don't look into these things all that much. I don't think there's any
controversy.
Like I have no idea what it would be because I think the movie was awesome. I thought it was fantastic.
As horror fans, we're eating good. Our buddy Briel that we've had on the show before, he made a video.
Oh, of course.
Like how, like, you know, Curry Barker, and then we have Kane Parsons or Pixels. I can't remember his last name. I just know Kane Pixels because I've been watching him for so long on YouTube. These two young horror filmmakers are making really good movies. Like, very, like, Obsession, like, is a great movie.
Killing it right now. Both of them.
And they're two interesting products. Like, they're not based off another, like, movie. You know, Backrooms is based off of a fucking picture that someone posted on 4chan.
Yeah.
That's how that came about. And then Obsession's just written by Curry Barker, who just came up with it, who makes great short films and puts them on YouTube. So we're eating really, really good right now. And I ordered some Backrooms cologne. Did you know that? Did I tell you that?
Oh my goodness, you did not tell me this. What does it smell like? Confusion?
I don't know yet. I haven't got it. It takes 6 to 8 weeks. Shout out to Unjust.
What the hell?
Shout out to Unjust for making this cologne. So I got the roll-on.
That's so cool.
Which is a small version of it. So I will, once I get it though, I will try it on here, and then you can't smell it, but I can.
I was gonna say I mean, you can describe it to me. I'm not gonna be able to smell it, but that is cool as hell though. What the fuck? That's awesome.
Yeah, they did make that. So Nick, with our next 15 minutes, since I have to get back to work soon, what did you think the Backroom? Oh, hey Tusk. What did you think? What did you think the Backrooms? What are your theories on the Backrooms? Like, what do you think? Because you've seen, how much have you seen so far from the Kane Pixels universe?
Well, I have watched the full 3.5 hour Wendigoon catch-up video on it, so I know a lot about async, and I know a lot about the green glow and all that stuff, and what's the big guy's name? Which I knew he wasn't gonna be in the movie.
The bacteria monster.
Ivan or not Ivan or the async guy.
Oh, I don't remember.
The important async guy. But yeah, like I know a lot about the lore.
The dude who went missing inside Instinct and then came back out. Basically, like the one they framed his death, or the one who like found the Backroom.
No, the guy behind it all. Oh. The guy behind it all.
Yeah. So the dude who made the Backroom. So
the G-man of which by the way is very, very appropriate to say G-man because Kane Pixels or Kane Parson once just recently came out saying that his dream movie to make is a Portal movie because Portal is what inspired his like writing style. Which I love the fact that he is a Valve and a Portal fan. Which is if there's anyone that can do a Portal movie, it would be Kane.
That'd be fucking wild.
He's the only person like I would trust doing it because this movie I think proves that he can write that weird premise perfectly. And of course, if you're a Half-Life fan, you know that Aperture Science lives in the Half-Life universe.
By the way,
with him and his baguette.
My baguette on stream looks like Backrooms colors.
It does look like Backrooms colors. That's pretty crazy.
So, yeah, I have some theories if you want to hear them.
Please go for it. I want to hear your theories.
So, with with the green light, I think Ivan's the leader of Async, the dude who got Async. I think his name's Ivan. I don't
That
fucking
guy.
remember. I don't
Yeah,
remember, but
I think it's Ivan. I think his name is Ivan. I
But
could be wrong though.
I think he was working on, because they were like MRI machines. They were doing something with like healthcare. I think when he was working on it, there was an earthquake that happened, and then like when he was working on the MRI machines, like this dimensional space existed, but we never had access to it. I think when he was
Yeah.
working on it, it fucking it triggered something to start opening up different ways, and then it's like, oh, we see what's in your mind, so we're gonna start copying it, and so behold, the backrooms.
Yeah.
Now, when that happens, I don't believe time is structured the same way in the backrooms as it is in our real world.
I
So when
agree
it
with that statement.
so when it did it, it started based off his idea of what like the office building he might work at, trying to sell and build these MRI machines,
Yep.
just doing all the office work, started to spread, and then really that dimension was always there. Kane says that the backrooms is bigger than our world, the actual Earth. Like it's millions and
My
millions of
goodness.
miles of it. So I think that it was just an empty black space at one point, like, and then just kind of like the Big Bang happened, and this dude just kind of went into it and just it started feeding off his mind and putting in things. Now, periodically, he can go. He has access to the backrooms now, and he's looking for tears in other worlds because he knows in our worlds that he knows that they exist.
Yeah.
The whole purpose for async is money. I think async is capitalistic intent.
Of course.
Like you said, they want to go in there and they want to build a big old fucking apartment complex. They want to store stuff in there.
Their original like whenever Async got a wind of this sort of multiplying universe, the first thing they thought of, well, oh, we could store our stuff in there. We could use it for housing. We could use it. That was the first thing they thought of was how do you make profit off this? And I just love the ideas too of like the like null points and the like blip points and stuff like that where you can fall in and out of and stuff. And one of my favorite things the movie actually did, and me and Riley talked about this, was the fact that like we thought that the door was gonna like not appear every now and then where Clark could go in, like the door that Clark goes in and out of, because it's such a trope in movies where it's like one day he can go in and then the next day when he's trying to show someone, ooh, it was right here. They don't do that bullshit at all, and I fucking appreciate it. They get you one time where you think maybe it happened, but it's just because he lost where it was for a second,
Yeah.
and then he finds it again, and I love that. I love that stupid trope wasn't in there, and I was like, okay, that was perfectly done.
I don't think you can get rid of the null zones or the gate openings. I don't think they just disappear unless there's like a reconfiguration inside the backrooms. Which I believe in like certain areas there's not too much reconfiguration once it's done. I think that once the backrooms is done with that level, it goes down to another level. Copies goes down. So I just think
well, because there's that one with the house with the like with the fish on the wall, the fish house or whatever the hell, where the guy, I think it's Ravi, he's talking in the back rooms to the guy in the house, and then the house is pretty much copied 1-to-1. And then and then the guy ends up getting pulled in or pulled out or whatever the hell. But yeah, like for specific places, for like right where it is, it like copies it exactly. Like what's the first thing Clark sees whenever he walks through the null zone that's attached to a furniture store? Is he sees a mountain of fucking furniture. It's like, of course that's what would be copied in the next room over, because that's what, that's like the memories that the back rooms are collecting or whatever.
And so if you remember if you've seen the trailer, do you remember when like there's the house and there's the house again?
It ends up being like one of the last shots of the film, and it's beautifully done in the film. That shot that you're talking about where it goes down, it gets deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper.
So that shot where she's running up and getting chased by Pirate Clark, and then she has to crawl through the roof, and then she's in the area. If you notice how far it fucking goes down, so I think the level above it is the same thing, just copied like this stacked on top.
I
of each
also like
other.
to think that that specific area was a nod to Kane Pixel's other show,
The oldest
other
view.
thing. Yeah, the one with the like papercraft man.
Yeah, the oldest view. Yeah,
Yeah, yes,
that's.
yeah.
I love that
That
video.
room looked so like like referential to the mall area in the oldest view. And I thought that was awesome.
I think the back room just endlessly copies downwards, and
Yes.
so I think it gets a new idea, and then it grows out like this, and then it takes that same idea, the top level, and just keeps going down with it, and
Well, in
just
Found, did you ever see it in like near the end of Found Footage 3, the one with like the Ravi guy, the super long found footage film by Kane Pixels? There's a shot in there where Ravi goes across a bridge, and like when you look through the windows of the bridge, it's like a fucking city.
yeah,
It's like a full like night like lit up city. Like it's impossibly huge. Like from that, it's so cool because you only see it for like 40 seconds. It's like a quick little shot of him running across the bridge, but it's like crazy how big it is.
dude, it's just this kid took like a picture of an idea and then just fucking ran with it,
He did it, and it's amazing.
and you know what? Like every theory that I've heard about the backrooms has been solid. Like I won't like I don't have any theories. Like I haven't heard a theory for the backrooms that I'm like, yeah, that's bad. Like every theory holds its own merit to it. Because like
My favorite one is, of course, the one that Pirate Clark does end up like, because the first found footage film takes place in 1996, where you see the bacteria, a life form, for the first time. I like to think that, yes, I like to think that that's Pirate Clark after 6 years of degradation.
I always think of the fucking the
Yeah.
where he's got the monkey mask on and he's like crawling against it, and then he's like the friend falls. Oh.
Dude, speaking of memes, have you seen the fucking Clark like peering out of the halfway through the fucking like where he's like looking through the wall whenever Mary was looking at the pirate painting? It's like people don't even ask for the pin anymore. They just stare at you like this, and this Clark like peering out, like slyly looking. They're like, "You gonna hit that? You gonna let me hit that?"
I love Nick. This is probably like one of my favorite horror movies of all time. If we're gonna be honest, too.
It was really good. I was surprised. Like I knew I was going to enjoy it to some degree, of course, but I was surprised at how much I actually really liked. I was like, wow, this is fucking awesome. This is so cool.
There's a backrooms game. It's super lifelike. It's called The Complex. I picked it up. You should pick it up.
I should pick it up.
It's spoopy. Yeah, it's a good game. A good game. You walk around the
It's
back
spoopy.
rooms. I haven't gotten too far in it. I think there's an entity in it, and it just goes. So,
I
don't know,
We
I
go,
just-
ah!
yeah, I wanna. When we start streaming video games together, I think we should play Escape the Backrooms.
Hell yeah. That'd be fun.
Cause like, have you? Before I have to go back to work in 10 minutes, are you gonna sneeze? Okay, cool.
Hello, Tusk.
He did this face like he's gonna sneeze, and I'm like,
Oh, cats are so cute. Especially
So-
your cats. Your cats are cool.
have you ever seen the other side of the backrooms? The other lore to the backrooms? Do you know about that?
I don't know what
I think
you're
we
saying.
I think we talked about it. The levels of the backrooms. So there's
Oh, like the liminal spaces? Oh, we did
Yes,
talk
yeah.
about it a little bit.
so there's the Kane Pixels version, which you've seen on a movie. Look at you. We went to the big movies and saw it. It was the best movie ever. And then you have the levels, which aren't bad, but some of them do get like insane. My cat's literally above, right.
Oh my goodness. Tusk, you see the kitty.
He's like right in front of your face while I'm like making sure like the recording is all set up. I will be honest, I prefer the Kane Pixels version of the backrooms over the levels backrooms. There's nothing wrong with the levels backrooms. Like it's a really cool idea, and I love the Dreamcore aspect of things. Like Dreamcore is fucking really cool, but
Tusk is knocking over shit.
oh yeah, he's always knocking over my shit. But there's just something about like just this singular place that just keeps growing. And
No, I agree.
and
I
it's
agree.
endless. Like you're not You're not trying to find like some kooky way to find exit to like another level, or try to like it's all interconnected in one area, and you can be
Yeah.
like 1 second you're like in an office building, and then the next you're in a suburban street, and you're like, what the fuck just happened? Like
Yep.
just that aspect of you just continually to walk and then just like turn a corner or like go down a slight slope or open a door, and it's just you just see something completely different. Like in the back
Yeah.
rooms, there's always something different, and it can get dreamcore too. Like I imagine it can get very dreamcore-esque, just like those levels, just not to the extent of those levels where they have like these weird entities and all this other shit. Like
I think the movie did a pretty good job of like showing that the backrooms, the Kane Pixels version of backrooms, can get pretty dreamcore when, especially when he walks across or walks into that one room and it's just like fuck, because of course like he hates being a pirate. It's like the ship wheels, like the room with just the ship wheels on the wall and like halfway through the wall and shit.
or the room that's just like completely covered in like this like tropical island
Yep.
wallpaper.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
It's just stuff like that, or like the like I guess it looks like kind of like a big bathroom where he was talking to like his coworker can see him, but he can't see his coworker like that. Like
Yeah,
right
the
there,
like weird like pool room.
exactly, like they have stuff like that. It's just not to the extent of the other like room like back room stuff where it's like, oh, you fell in the level negative 6,462.
Yeah,
There's a entity named Jeff, and he's gonna steal your balls.
Jeff's gonna fuck your day up. No.
Yeah, and we still haven't touched on like any of the like inside the movie aspect. We haven't touched on any of the bacteria. We barely know anything about async.
Yeah,
I honestly think this movie was just an introduction for like a mainstream audience to understand
and
the back rooms.
I think that's actually a very good way to. That's actually the perfect way to view the movie is as an introduction, and also, but it does a really good job as an introduction. And like you get a little bit of the async stuff, you get like a tiny like little hint of the lore, but not enough to where it really is you're focusing on the characters more so here, and just like the introduction of the idea of what the backrooms are. Because I think this movie's already been greenlit for a sequel, because of course it did. It made freaking 20 times what it cost to make, so of course it's getting a sequel.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I better get a sequel. Like, dude, Obsession and the Backrooms bitch slap the fuck out of Grogu
Yep.
and the Mandalorian.
Yep.
Like this,
Yep.
4 years ago, that was like an untouchable property that like no one could beat. And then you have these two young cats with these brilliant ideas, and they're like, Star what? Oh yeah, we don't care about that. Here's the
Well,
Backrooms.
yeah.
Here's
So the problem is
Obsession.
that people just don't give a fuck about Star Wars anymore, too. It's like, and also Mandalorian and Grogu. It's like I didn't even. You tell people there's a new Star Wars movie out, and people don't know.
And you know what the funny thing is? They market the fuck out of that movie too. They're like, I couldn't look away without seeing a Grogu and Mandalorian. And it's not that I hate them. I like Grogu and Mandalorian. They're fine in my book. That's fine. But I don't. The way that they've like built up like their lore and then put it on a movie, opposed to like these two young cats. Like,
Well, you're also just at this point. You've also your whole life you've experienced Star Wars.
It's true.
You
Yeah,
can your body is tired of Star Wars. Your mind wants something new in its life, and then Backrooms and Obsession come out, and they're these new things, and it's like, oh yeah, I want this new cool stuff instead of Star Wars for
hopefully
another 40 years.
Hopefully, no Star Wars fans see this podcast and they're like, I fucking love you, Nick. Chowder was awesome. How dare you talk shit on Star Wars? You didn't even say anything.
I love Star Wars, but fucking Christ, I've had enough of it myself. I'm good on Star Wars.
Yeah, bro. It's yeah. I just needed a palate cleanser, and the Backrooms was a good palate cleanser, and I think
That's exactly 100% what it is. Like you're like, ooh, shit, this is refreshing, and then go see Motu because it's absolutely ridiculous.
And then you know what? Like, while we're gonna wrap this up in a few minutes here, well, you know, if they give this show a series, like the good thing about the Backrooms is like endless possibilities. The endless
Yes.
possibilities that you're not pigeonholed into like just Star Wars or a main continuity. Because like the thing with Star Wars is like you could do something really fucking cool with Star Wars, but they choose to like not dictate from like this
But you gotta
pre-timeline.
have Yoda. You gotta
Yeah, you gotta
have a
have.
Mandalorian. The problem with Star Wars is the fact is that you have to recognize it has to be recognizable for Disney to fund Star Wars. You have to know the characters. You
Give
can't
me.
have anything that you're not known.
There's a Star Wars short. It's a horror short. It's like a rebel trooper crash lands on. I can't remember where the Ewoks are, and the Ewoks are like killing people, and I'm like, this is
Fuck
fucking cool.
yeah.
Like, dude,
That's
give me,
scary and awesome.
yeah, give me something like that. Apparently, because I was like, is there spooky stuff in Star Wars? Yeah, apparently there's tons of scary shit in Star Wars that is like
Yeah.
really abstract and fucking weird, and they're like, I'm like, dude, that's like, do something like that. Did you see what Star Trek's doing for a video game? It's
Mm-mm.
a horror Star Trek game.
That's cool as shit.
That's what I'm
That's awesome.
saying. Like you have like these companies own these IPs with endless possibilities to like deviate from like this main story. Fallout's a perfect example. Yeah, they had people inside of it, but they like Fallout's never been established in a TV show. It's only been
Yeah.
established in a game.
Hey, and for you Star Wars fans, I'm actually really looking forward to that new Star Wars racing game. That game looks
Yeah,
awesome.
pod racing looks fucking sick.
That game looks fucking super cool.
He doesn't hate Star Wars. He's just making a point, and I get it. And it's just like if you want to use these IPs, do something new with the IP. Like we already know the stories have already been told with all these characters. Do something new.
Yeah.
Like Fallout chose to write a new story, but incorporate some of the game aspects to make it work.
I
Star
think
Wars,
I think Fallout works perfectly because in Elder Scrolls it work perfectly too because there are big overarching like plot things in both Fallout and Elder Scrolls, but the individual like character stories you can tell are endless.
yeah, they keep Star Wars keeps endlessly choosing these characters that like keep associating within the same fucking timeline. Bro,
Yeah,
get the fuck out of there. Give
there
me
you
some new
go.
fucking
Yeah,
Jedis. Give me this whole new thing. Oh, we did it, but my name's Ray Skywalker. Get the fuck out of here. Go 1,000 years in the future. Be like, yeah, those dudes are old
yeah,
news.
yes,
Yeah, we
yes,
know about him,
yes.
but
There
we can
you
give two
go.
fucks about him. Like, who Han Solo? Who the fuck's that old geezer that like died selling pizza? Like, who cares? Like, move on past these things. Like, there's always been this establishment inside these timelines that I'm like, fuck off. Or if you're
I
gonna do
agree.
anything, go Dark Revan, and then just go balls to the wall Sith movie where you're fucking choking people and stabbing people, and he's just he's so angry he is the dark side. Like,
He's so angry he is the dark side. There you go.
whatever. I'm just saying, there's like so much opportunities they have to like make Star Wars.
I
Like,
agree.
and they just choose to like just like not get away from where they're at.
They should make another awesome Star Wars boomer shooter like they did back in the day.
Dude, give me a remake of Jedi Outcast.
There you go.
You ever play Jedi Outcast?
Never, but it sounds cool.
Oh, dude, lightsaber battles, and like you would literally like battle your friends, and if you like cut through them, they're dead. Like you get hit with the lightsaber. at the
Oh,
right
okay. I
place,
think
you
I have seen that. I have seen that. Then I know what you're talking about now.
You'd force choke somebody in the air,
Yeah,
and you would force
yeah.
push them, and then they would.
That
just
game
drop
did
to
look
the-
fucking sick.
It's great.
That game
All right.
did look fucking sick.
Hey Nick,
Is it time?
it's time.
You gotta get back to work, don't you? Damn it!
Yeah, it's a quick episode because we are busy boys, and
And we had to gush about the Backrooms. This movie is too cool. It's still in theaters right now. By the time this airs, please go see this, and then go see Masters of the Universe. See this, see Obsession, and see Masters of the Universe, and skip that Grogu and Mandalorian fucking bullshit. It's blah, 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 blah.
yeah,
Skip
because
that shit.
I want to spend my last 20 minutes talking to you, so off air where people can't hear us talk about how much we love each other. So thanks everybody for watching Unsupervised Goobers. We love you. Do you love them, Nick?
I do love you guys. Bye.
Don't get lost in the back rooms. Bye.
Woo!